Hello and welcome to today's 10-minute technical. I've had a few questions about watercolour pencils and how to use them, so today that's what I'm going to show you. So I've got my pack of 24 by Koh-i-Noor. So any of you that have done our Anna Linky workshops or who have purchased some Anna Linkies from us, it's the same make, same company, Koh-i-Noor. These are lovely, really kind of highly pigmented pencils and give a really kind of lovely, deep, intense colour. Okay. I've just taken out a few little colours because I'm going to create a little simple drawing of an acorn leaf and an acorn to demonstrate. But I just want to do a few kind of do's and don'ts maybe with the watercolour pencils. So, what you don't want to do with a watercolour pencil is dip the pencil into your water, okay? It'll break down. This is a water soluble pencil, so if you dip that pencil into there, it's just going to break down and eat away at the lead, okay? So they aren't designed to go into your water, and I'll show you why not as well. Because if I then work with a wet pencil, it's going to really damage the tip of my pencil, because so can you see I've got all this here now stuck to the end of my pencil. Let's try and get that off. And it's taking me a long time to try and get that off my pencil. Okay, so it damages the pencil. Also, if I then add, and how we should use watercolour pencils, if I then add my water to this, I'm going to get some really hard marks that I can't blend or paint away, okay? So that there, that slightly darker patch, is where the first application of colour went on, and I can't break that down any further. And you're not going to want that in your painting. You're not going to want areas of darker colour that you just can't get rid of, no matter how much you brush at that, how much you even blot at it. In fact, if I blot, you can see even more how much of a stain and a mark that has left. So don't dip your pencils in water. Okay. Now, you could do this in a couple of ways. I know some people that take the colours they want with their watercolour pencils and they draw some little circles like this. So I'm going to do green and ochre. I'm just going to get rid of that. So I'm going to get my other paintbrush. And then I can activate that pencil with water, and then I've actually got, I'm going to do it here, I'm not going to do it on my actual painting, I've actually got enough colour there from that to then paint with. So that's one way you can use your watercolour pencils. So you can almost have a paper palette. So if you put all your colours in there in circles, you could actually add water to those and paint that colour. Okay? Now the way I'm going to show you got my little oak leaf and acorn. And I'm going to want a slight blue background, so I'm actually going to colour in my image. I'm not going to press too heavily because the pigment in these pencils is really strong. So if I go in too heavy, I'll have a lot of colour in my painting. I'm going to work all the way around my acorn, and then work way around my oak leaf. I'm not going to worry about too much going right up to the edges. I'm just working around that a little bit. Okay. Then I'm going to get my flat brush and I'm going to paint over that. And my pencil turns to watercolour paint. Make that fade out at the edges a bit more by just bringing that colour. And as you paint, you can get a bit closer to your oak leaf or whatever you're drawing. Lovely vibrant colour. Can you see how that blue's changing? It's gone to a really lovely sky blue colour. I'll add some water just like you would with watercolour. I'm going to bring that colour out a little bit, blend it out. I'm going to make sure I've activated all that pencil crayon. So you've gone from having a pencil crayon background to a painted background. And you want to be quite gentle with your pencils. If you're going too heavy, you will get these really hard pencil marks, okay? Now I'm going to blot mine, but you could let your picture dry for a little bit. And then I'd start to go in with my colour for my leaf. So I'm going to start with this lovely light green. And I'm going to go slightly darker green. Now I've tried to keep my pencil lines as light as possible so that we don't see those once the paint is on your paper. The dark green, I'm not going to go all over the leaf, so the light green went all over, that dark green isn't. And I might do the same here with the much darker green, but I'm just going to catch, say, some of the edges of my oak leaf with that darker green. Okay, so again, I'd go to my paintbrush and I'd activate that pencil colour and start to just gently paint with it. And can you see how lovely and vivid that green becomes? bit more water on my brush just to really get that dark green. Okay, now what I could do if I wanted is get a smaller brush and then go to that palette that I was talking to you about earlier, and then actually use that colour on a small brush to just help me reshape my leaf where I might have just lost a few of the shapes of my leaf. Actually painting now with the colour of another piece of paper, off a paper palette. And just like with watercolour, I've got a hard line starting to show there, so I'm just going to work in with some water and break that down. Okay, I'm going to let my leaf dry and come back to that because I want to get the vein in. Now if I worked over that with dry pencil now, I'm going to get those really horrible unsightly marks again. So never work into your wet paint with a dry pencil. Always wait for your layers to dry. I'm going to go to my acorn, but I'm going to start with the green. I'm going to start with my lightest colour first. So put a bit of green in there, a bit of ochre, it's a darker green just here. I might use a little brush for this. Not too wet with your brush, so you want a wet brush but not dripping wet. That's my acorn again. I think I might just get some dark green lines and maybe some more of that ochre into there. So there's my acorn. Okay, I want that to dry before I go in with the brown. So this is dry now, so I can work up the leaf, there we go, with the vein. Delicate veins in there. The last thing I want to do now is my acorn case, so I'm going to start with my ochre. My mid brown. Down there. So I'm going to start this side, I'm going to activate the ochre first, and I'm going to bring that into the darker browns, and then bring those across. a little bit of brown onto my leaf stem. Bring that up. Okay, so just going to wait for the acorn case to completely dry. And then I've got a very dark brown, it's just going to work into it gently. And there you have it. That is how you use watercolour pencils. So you create your beautiful pencil coloured drawing first and then activate your colours section by section. Give it a go. Have fun. Bye.